Mayor Sarno announcing new COVID-19 restrictions in the city aimed at the spread of the Delta variant. Now, residents I spoke to had differing views. I want to show you this uprooted tree right over here behind me. As you can see, this tree is completely on its side, knocking down a part of the fence. You see that right there. You can clearly see where this tree once stood right before the storm came through yesterday. Now I want you to take a walk with me over here across the street. Take a look at this right here. As you can see, a tree limb came down on a neighbor's fence, destroying part of the yard. Tree branches and debris everywhere. Police tell us that the bicyclist was transported to Bay State Medical Center with serious injuries, but they're not life-threatening. Now, police are still on scene. Just take a look over my shoulder right there. They're assessing the situation. That section of Route 9 is closed off now. Take a look over my shoulder. I'm going to show you exactly what I see. As you can clearly see from where I'm standing, you see blue lights all over the place. And when we were driving here, we saw two different state police vehicles also heading in this direction. I'm going to get in on the action as well. As you can see, this is pretty fun. So I'm going to have some fun doing this for now. Live in Springfield, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News. But before I go, I've been practicing my foul shot, while I'm out here. So I'm going to shoot one for you. We'll see if I make it. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2. Looks like I won't get drafted to the NBA this year.
I'd actually smelled it. I woke up in the night, looked out. I think the river was flowing down.
What Belchertown resident Stephen Wood smelled was water taking out his driveway. It happened Sunday morning, but look at it now. The driveway completely gone, sand everywhere. Their whole yard was completely covered in water. The damage extended to their backyard.
We got a 6-foot hole in the driveway. The water was up to here. It went over the porch. We couldn't find our cat. She showed up last night. So
to fix unexpected damage from the flooding, Stephen Wood tells Western Mass News it's likely to cost tens of thousands of dollars.
I don't know who's going to pay for this. We can't get hold of insurance, and it's flood, so we're afraid they're not gonna.
Stephen and his wife's cars are both in the sand. The only way for them to drive out onto East Street is through the side of their yard into their neighbor's driveway.
Appears that it didn't get water in it. No water was inside, but we got both of them. You can see how high it is. They're going to help us get these out. There's a foot of silt in the garage.
Despite Wood's yard completely flooded by the beaver dam, his basement did not take much water.
The basement window held. It just water trickled in there. We got about 2 inches of water in the basement.
It's my third day here. Well, I was on Spirit. We got canceled Saturday. We got canceled Sunday. It's our vacation. So I'm on it, trying to get on again.
This is the third day Southwick resident Joan Krasinski has attempted to start her vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But she is among many others across the country who have been experiencing flight cancellations by Spirit Airlines. We reached out to Spirit and asked them why this was happening. They tell Western Mass News in a statement, "We're working around the clock to get back on track in the wake of some travel disruptions over the weekend due to a series of weather and operational challenges. We needed to make proactive cancellations to some flights across the network, but the majority of flights are still scheduled as planned." But Joan has experienced frustration on getting her money back.
We were on the phone 4 hours with Spirit because everything's automated, so you have to wait for people to pick up the phone to even say, what do we do? Do we get a refund? Can we rebook?
She tells us her vacation is turning more into a staycation. She had planned to be in Myrtle Beach for a week, but others traveling to Orlando could be on vacation a little longer.
All the Spirit planes going to Florida today were canceled, and they told me I could not get on a flight until Thursday morning. I'm going to try for the flight on Thursday, hoping it's not canceled.
And if it is?
I'm going to have to go to another airline and pay a lot more money.
I will get it.
Okay.
Yes, see, I have a friend right here. It's called my telephone. And I know how to dial. I know how to get calls into the governor's office, the mayor of Springfield, you name it, and I'll call them.
Springfield resident Caroline Garudi is determined to get a COVID-19 vaccine. She was set up to get a Johnson & Johnson shot on Tuesday, but then she heard about the J&J pause.
And I got a little concerned about it, and I made a few phone calls, and then I found out that it had been canceled.
She had scheduled her appointment through the state's special program to administer Johnson & Johnson shots to homebound people. So J&J was her only choice.
They said that's all the state is allowing right now, or it's a contract or something. I didn't feel satisfied with the answer, to be honest with you, but I said, well, what the heck, I'll take it. At least I'll get something.
The Commonwealth Care Alliance is the organization in Massachusetts that administers the shots to the homebound. They tell Western Mass News all appointments through Thursday have been canceled, and they say in part, we're vigilantly evaluating options for program modifications or alternative vaccine utilization should the FDA revise its guidance on the use of the J&J vaccine. Garudi, who considers herself the queen of her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, says she is more comfortable getting the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, but all she wants is to be vaccinated.
Personally, the two seems to have worked with a lot of people and no repercussions. So at this point in time, I'd say I'd like two.